Hey YouTubers, more Robb Moffett. Guys, I just finished installing my brand new Belmar Honeywell ceiling fan. Got it on Amazon. I thought I'd leave you 9 quick tips for assembly and purchase. Starting from the most obvious. If you go on Amazon, you can find the best fans and read all the reviews from thousands of people. And then look online to find the best prices. You might find them on eBay or other stores like Target and so on. So you don't necessarily have to get them on Amazon. But I recommend Amazon highly for getting the best information about your fans. Just make it the right selection. The second tip is if you're putting a fan outside, you need an outdoor fan. They're not all the same. Also, when you start assembling your fan, you want to count the parts. You're going to get a big surprise if you don't, sometimes. Also, even though you turned off the power at the switch and at the fuse box, use a tester or even just a circuit tester. You don't have to use a voltmeter to make sure your wires aren't hot. I know you're saying, why would you need to do that if you tested with or you turned them off the fuse box? But here's an example. I live in an apartment where for a long time the electrical outlet in the front room, if there was not an appliance plugged into it, the fan and the light in the kitchen would not come on. I had a friend who was an electrical engineer said it was impossible. Didn't know what I was talking about. But there you go. Imagine if you don't know anything about electricity and you're working on your house. You also have to imagine maybe somebody before you who knew even less than you do about electricity was working on your house. So you want to make sure your wires aren't hot. You also, if it comes time to splice your wires, I couldn't find my splicer, even though I have 7 boxes of tools and I have them labeled and the electricity should be there. Also, I have all my electrical stuff in that cabinet right over there. So there's only 2 places for it to be and I can't find it. So I use a razor blade and it works very simple, a couple seconds and you're done. If you can't find a splicer to strip your wires, just get a razor blade. If you don't read the assembly instructions, you may find how much you enjoy assembling things because you're going to be spending a lot more time. Ask me how I know. Probably the most important tip of this whole video is when you assemble and you put anything over the top of the fan, it's going to drop into the fan and go inside, so you can't get it. So put some paper or something over the top of the fan when you're having little pieces of nuts and bolts and stuff. Gives a surprise. I know it's not going to happen to you, just like it didn't happen to me. You spend the money and get a light kit. You save a few dollars if you don't get light kit, but it's so much better. And finally, if you have magnetic bits, they're very handy. And also, if you don't read the instructions and you have to get in tight spaces, a little offset screwdriver or a ratchet screwdriver comes really handy. So those are my tips for assembling the Belmar fan. Put on new videos every week. Been doing it for 14 years. Got over 1,000 videos. New stuff every week. You never know what you're going to find. All right, guys. Have fun assembling and purchasing your ceiling fan.